What's up, everybody? Freaknick here, coming to you live from Hilkberg, Switzerland, just outside of Zurich. And though we have been busy getting ready for the Final Four, EuroLeague Final Four, that is, which tips off in Paris this Friday with my, getting my previews, profiles, predictions ready, and all that. Back in my second home, the motherland, Lithuania, the championship is getting underway tonight, and you wouldn't believe it, but folks here in Zurich, get between a Swiss man and his Krepsinio and it's a dangerous place to be. It can get pretty ugly. And the championship tonight, which we are here to talk about, is between, brace yourself, Lietuvos Rytas and Zalgiris. Yes, I know. It's only the 13th straight time in a row that they've faced each other to lift the Lithuanian trophy. Is that what it's called? It's probably called like the Sabonitrophy. We'll call it the Sabonitrophy. The Arvydas Sabonitrophy. Since I've been born, I was born in 1988. So I'm 21 years old. I have never been alive to see another team win the Lithuanian championship. In '88, Zalgiris won it, and ever since then, it's been all Zalgiris with a few Rytas sprinkled in there. They've split the past 5 years. Every other year, Rytas took it last year, so Zalgiris doesn't want to lose it twice. The fans probably wouldn't be okay with that. But it might happen because Rytas this season is the number one seed in the league, only losing one game all season. Zalgiris lost two. That's why the first game tonight will be in Rytas, and then we alternate from there for what may end up being a 7-game series. Wouldn't surprise anybody. Last time these folks faced in the Lithuanian league, it was Rytas getting the win 90-81. But last time they faced in real life was in the Baltic League Final Four last week, which was played in Siemens Arena. And no, it did not count as a home game for Rytas, but I was there. The crowd was far from neutral. A lot more red and black than there was green and white. There was a small yet spirited bunch behind one of the baskets cheering and drumming and horning and all that craziness. I had my green shirt on. But besides that, it was a sea of red, black and white. So, you don't count that as a home win on the books. But for Zalgiris to go into Rytas in any kind of championship atmosphere and pull off the victory has got to be huge for them mentally to know that, okay, you know what, push come to shove, we can take a game in Rytas if we need to. And they will need to if they want to win this series in 7 games or fewer. 4 will be played in Rytas, 4 will be played in Kaunas. 4 in Vilnius, 4 in Kaunas. So what are the keys to the game? Well, last time they faced, Rytas got out to an early lead and a really disgusting performance first half from Zalgiris. But then Zalgiris came out. The offense didn't get a whole lot better, but on defense, they had held Rytas to, I don't know, we'll call it 20 points. It was no more than 24, no fewer than 20. How about 22? Average? Sound good to everybody? Sweet. 22 points in the second half for Rytas. And either way you slice it, Rytas played the better, more together, more driven basketball. But Zalgiris still has the talent, and they were going up against a slightly crippled Rytas team. No Arturas Jomantas, no Milko Bielica. They're both expected to be back in this championship. You saw some young guys have to pull some minutes, like Jonas Valanciunas. Yes, the future is bright for him, but he wasn't ready for those kind of minutes. It'll be nice to have Bielica back. Aaron Baines is just a big, pasty foul machine. So it'll be nice to have someone else, kind of a little change of pace. Anything's a bulldozer would be a change of pace from Aaron Baines. So I have here my little card, written out some notes, and I have 6 categories. D for defense, O for offense, C and C for chemistry and coaching, R for rebounding, because you know how I love my rebounding margins, and OS for other shit. So defense, I give the edge to Zalgiris here. Looking at the numbers purely this season, where are we, numbers? Hiding from me. Here we are. Zalgiris held folks at home to 62 points per game, and on the road held them to 72 points per game. It still averages about 65 a game. Pretty solid for them. Rytas 65 and 69. A little worse overall. But still, I feel like Zalgiris has the personnel to match up with more people. They have a deeper roster with more varying heights, weights, speeds, skill sets. They can guard a wider variety of players. Offense, I gave them a push here. Zalgiris has more offensive talent, but they're not as fluid on the offensive end. Rytas is a little bit less talented, a little bit less deep, but they average still more points because they're together, they have a scheme, they stick with it. Which leads directly into chemistry coaching. I gave Rytas the double check on both of these because coaching, chemistry, absolutely blasts Zalgiris out of the water. It's not all Darius Mascalunas' fault on Zalgiris because he is the third coach this season after Kapikas and Batautis left. So it's got to be tough to motivate a bunch of guys when you're the third coach in a single season. That said, even with the circumstances stacked against him, he has done a completely terrible job. He's completely overwhelmed on the sideline. He's instead of thinking, coaching, making changes, he's complaining, he's yelling, he's sulking. Do something, Darius. Get off the bench, man. Get off the bench, get on your feet, motivate your guys. You're in the championship. Things could be worse. Relax. Chemistry, Zalgiris sometimes looks like a group of, green jersey chickens running around with all their heads cut off, barking at each other. They're not always smiling. Doesn't look like they're having fun, agreeing with each other. Rytas, probably about 5-1 is the high five ratio from Rytas to the Zalgiris bench. But then other shit, which is very important, and rebounding. I give the rebounding edge to Zalgiris, and I give the other shit edge to neither. I give them a push because Rytas has those intangibles, yet Zalgiris passes the eye test. They have more talent, more athleticism. They look like they should be the better basketball team. Perhaps if you put Kurtinaitis, the Rytas coach, on the Zalgiris bench, I feel like this might be a 15-point game, Zalgiris winning. It's even tonight at home in Siemens Arena. But that's not the case. So lastly, the last point I want to focus on, what Zalgiris has to do to stop Rytas, and then we go to predictions. You can't have Marcus Brown on Martynas Gecevicius. I don't know if I was the only one in the arena that realized that was completely dumb to do. But you have so many options. Marcus Brown, if you want to guard Gecevicius, one, get in his shirt, don't let him shoot, and don't let him be able to see over you. He's not that tall, but Marcus Brown, yes, Gecevicius can see and shoot over Brown. But you say maybe he can't drive past him. Marcus Brown is working on about 76-year-old knees right now. So, no, I think Gecevicius can even get by him if he wanted to, despite his lack of athleticism. You got to put somebody on him. I don't care if you have to stack the lineup strangely, but put Potsis on him. Put Shalinga on him if you must. Put Alexander Chapin on him, who did a great job defending Derek Lowe last week against Cholet in the semifinals in the LKL. Or put Montes Kalnietis, who is far and away more athletic than Gecevicius. Anything but Marcus Brown. If you have to put someone smaller, Kalnietis even, on Stepanas Bobrowskis or Yanevicius, one of the off guards, if they have to beat you, if Stepanas Bobrowskis or Vidas Yanevicius beat you, so be it. It's fine. It's okay. Just figure it out. Put Marcus Brown on somebody else that he doesn't have to move around too much on. Now we're going to predictions. Zalgiris in 6. With this confidence, they know they can beat Rytas at home now. It won't be tonight. They're going to lose tonight, go back home, win one, take that momentum into Game 3, back to Vilnius, take Game 3, go up 2-1, and end up clinching at home in 6. That's what's going to happen. So go to your bookie, go to your whoever, your mafia boss, whatever the hell, your gambling kiosk, put it down. Zalgiris in 6. Peace.